What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Everyone's Different podcast. I am Tristan Jass.
And I'm Young Trench. Today we have a very special guest. He is a member of the Wisconsin Badgers basketball team, Connor Essegian. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm just happy to be out here visiting y'all and enjoying the time.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir, man. I'm excited for this one. I personally think Connor is one of the best shooters as a freshman this last season, like literally in the NCAA. Like I'm a big fan of you, bro.
I mean, I can say the same thing though about you guys. I mean, big fans,
yes, sir.
for real.
Yes, sir. And now you're in Kenosha, Wisconsin, right at the crib. How you doing? Everything good?
Good. Drive was okay. Hit a little bit of traffic.
Yep.
A little tired, but we made it here, and that's all that matters now.
It is what it is.
Yeah, you were working out like this morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had lift this morning and then class and came straight here.
Class. So, what, you got a summer class going on, or how's that going?
I mean, we're still in school right now.
Oh, yeah, facts.
Yeah.
I'm tweaking. I forgot. I do. It's getting warm out a little bit, and I'm thinking it's summer already.
I mean, vibes changed. Campus is popping now with it being warm, but I got a couple of classes going on.
Yeah, that's what's up. So you lifted this morning. Is that like a team lift, like a mandatory thing every day, or how does that work?
Yeah, so like 5 days during the week, we got mandatory lift, with the team. Yeah, so it's pretty rough right now.
5 days.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Damn.
We had recovery day to day, but it was pretty tough too.
Is it that much during season or is it less?
During season, it kind of winds down a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, we're still like doing, but it's more like kind of keeping the body right.
Yeah,
and
it's more like
fresh.
conditioning and stuff, kind of like just keeping you ready for games and everything.
Yeah, and just like recovery too with games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're lifting a shit ton throughout the season, do you think that would affect your game a little bit?
Oh yeah, like there's no way I could play like a game at 100 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like absolutely, there's no way.
Yeah, like we were just outside filming some videos, but like I seen the jumper. What'd you hit today? Back or what'd you hit?
We did back and shoulders, a little bit of core too.
I could tell, bro. I low key hit shoulders this morning too, but I'm honestly sore. But are they like super lifting you guys? Like, are you lifting heavy or what's the training looking like?
I mean, it's a lot of like it's mixed, like plyos, heavy lifting, reps. I mean, really all of it. Yeah, it's kind of hitting every kind of muscle in the body. Trying to right now. That's what we're kind of working on.
Okay, and the whole goal is just to keep adding muscle, keep adding pounds, keep developing.
Yeah, especially for me. I mean, I don't really have a huge frame, and that was kind of the part that I was told I needed to work on. So I mean, for me especially, it's really gaining weight is what I need to do.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. I mean, especially like getting to that next level, bro. Like I know a lot of NBA players, like they take lifting like very like almost more seriously than even doing skill work on the basketball court. Like you look at some of these dudes, they're fucking jacked, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like obviously LeBron is swole as hell.
Freak of nature though.
And how much money does he spend on his body?
At least $1 million every year.
Yeah, that's what I heard, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe more than that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's more now. He was spending $1 million on his body every year in like 2010. Now he's 38.
Jesus.
I mean, that's what I learned like as soon as I got to college. Like I didn't really lift a lot in high school, really at all. I didn't really have a trainer, and like once I got to college, I learned like that. Like it was like you got to get your body right and you got to take it serious.
Well, it's important because if your body's not right, like you have to. If you're especially as an athlete, your body is literally like completely your moneymaker. Like you're not doing shit if you're not in good health. Like you have to be in good shape constantly.
100%. But speaking of moneymaker, you're pretty big on social media with the TikToks and shit. Like that could add another revenue source, you know what I'm saying, when you're playing at the next level as well.
Yeah.
And I just think I want to talk to you about like what is your whole goal with, this social media shit and playing basketball, cuz I personally think you've been doing a great job of like doing the TikToks and shit. Not a lot of guys on the team seem to be doing it as much, but like I've seen your stuff over the past, year or whatever since we met, and I think you need to keep that shit rolling, bro.
I mean, it's just a different way to like use, my platform, being able to play at one of the highest levels, in the country to, kind of benefit off that, with NIL coming up. I mean, it's finally a way for me to make money. I mean, it adds a whole new thing. And I mean, like, it's a great opportunity to take it to the next level. I mean, it wasn't here 2 years ago.
For real.
Bro, that's the whole reason I never played college ball. Whether I was going to play D3, D2, D1, wherever I was going to go, I literally didn't go because there was no NIL rule when I graduated high school in 2018, and now there is.
Mm-hmm.
So that shit is crazy to me, bro.
Yeah, we were just talking before the podcast. That girl from LSU, they just won the national championship. They were saying that she's made like $1.8 million in like the last year just off like deals and everything.
That's unbelievable.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
It's insane because like you said, he wouldn't have been able to make a dime doing what he was doing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I like the ones you do when you like make fun of yourself, like doing like silly, goofy shit or whatever. Like I feel like people nowadays are scared to even put that type of content about themselves out. So like if you keep doing that shit, just keep making fun of yourself and shit, I think that shit's golden.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like so unique. Like you see everyone just trying to post stuff of like them doing something good. Like you post something like that, like that catches like. If I see something like that, I know it catches my eye. Yeah. So, like, I mean, I'm trying to use that, too.
It can almost get
100%.
It can almost do better. Like, you've posted certain things where it's, like, a fail or something. Like, I remember one of your biggest TikToks in the beginning was when the ball got stuck when you were trying to do a crazy layup. That was one of your biggest ones.
Which
it has,
one?
like, 15 million views where...
15 million?
Dude, you bounced it off the wall, came back and got stuck in like the frame.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was
You're
one of your
right.
biggest ones.
You're right. I just think sometimes like you gotta post shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I did one. I think it was at. Do you remember it was at Jesser's?
Two hype house.
Two
you
hype
slipped
house.
on the ball.
I was trying to do a crazy layup, like a crazy trick shot, and it was one where I like kicked it up with my foot, and I stepped on the ball, and I literally like flipped straight back, like boom, smacked. But that one did numbers too.
I mean, it's just funny, especially when you go into it thinking it's gonna be like some crazy shit, and then you're just like, what just happened?
Yeah. So we got to get into a lot of interesting things, man. What is your whole goal? I wanted to talk to you about that. I personally think you're one of the best freshmen, this last season, bro. Like we watched a lot of the games. Part of the reason we watched a lot of the games is because we met you in person. And you're a good person, you know what I'm saying? Good people, so we wanted to support. But like, what's your goal with this shit, bro? Are you trying to make it to the league? Are you trying to do social media? Are you trying to do both? What's the whole goal here?
I mean, for real, it's kind of both. I mean, my dream, since I was little, just playing sports was professional, and I mean that's obviously the main goal. I mean that's what I'm working for, but I want to bring this social media with me too. I mean, not only can I make money off it, like on the side, like. I mean, it's enjoyable. Like, it's fun to, go out and do stupid stuff and make fun videos and, make fun of yourself even like I do. I mean, some of the, like, comments I get on it are hilarious every time I look at it and scroll through. I mean, it's just, it's funny to see. But, I mean, I feel like there's not a lot of people, even at that level, in the NBA or that really do that. I mean, there's very, very few people that I feel like, kind of do that. And I feel like a lot of people really enjoy seeing it, especially because a lot of people don't get to see the inside, scoop on that and that level.
100%. It's interesting because like this whole new generation, bro. Like obviously, like how old are you? You're younger than us. I'm 23.
Me too.
I mean, I'm 19.
You're 19 still, bro. That is insane to me. That's crazy.
He is what, Brennan's age?
Younger than my little brother.
Is he 20?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
what
crazy.
The hell? That is crazy, bro. I can't believe like this whole next generation though. Like you said, like there's not a lot of old school NBA players in the league, like the older guys that are like vlogging or making content or whatever. But this whole like next wave, this whole next generation has all been like content.
Yeah.
No matter what you do.
Well, it's good because it's just another way for you to get your name out there, like to get looked at more teams and everything. It's just smart to have your face out there all the time.
Yeah, well, yeah, and plus, like, when brands are like, all right, we're going to go to the Wisconsin Badgers and let's see, which one of these guys has a big social following? Like, who's the fan favorite? You know what I'm saying? And, like, bro, you keep building that platform and you keep, like, doing that shit, it's over, bro. Like you're gonna be making money on top of the money playing at the next level at the same time. Just by having fun, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that we do is so fun, bro. Like even this podcast, we're doing this shit for fun. We don't care about the money. The money's gonna come. It's gonna come eventually. We don't really care about it, but it doesn't feel like a job, you know, because it's fun. So just keep that shit going, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean, like even like let's say something does happen and I don't really get to where I want to, like I can use like, you know, social media as another source of income to provide 100%. For, you know, my future.
100%.
Yeah.
100%, bro. And we were actually just talking today, me and Connor, about starting a YouTube channel. I think that could add a lot to your stuff, bro. Because not necessarily money right away, because starting a YouTube channel from scratch can be a lot. You know, from 0 subscribers trying to build it up, but you could build your audience on there. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a buddy of ours, Sergio, you know, Big Serge.
Yeah.
He just hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, bro. Like this YouTube Shorts shit is like insane.
Yeah, literally the last kid that we had on this podcast, 500,000 subscribers in a month from Shorts.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
In 1 month. That is
so crazy.
Like insane.
It is insane. So like my whole thing with you, Connor, is like, why not just make one? And all the videos that you've posted on TikTok, Instagram, Reels, just every other day, just upload one and just see what happens. Because a brand could reach out to you and, you know, be like, all right, well, let's see. He's got this many followers on TikTok. Oh, shit, he's got this many subscribers on YouTube, too. We're going to pay him more to put it on both of the platforms because they're 2 different platforms. And that's just an extra bag for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, exactly. I
well,
mean,
even in terms of social media presence, think of like Mac McClung. Who knows if he would have gotten the shot that he did if he didn't have such a strong social media presence? Because
that's
like
a good point.
All of the people that like, let's say the other people they got would have gotten drafted like late second round. They're not nearly as big social media wise as like McClung. So he's able to get opportunities like the dunk contest because he's so well known.
Well, that shit started popping off for him like high school. Like he just had that stupid bounce. That
crazy in high school.
Crazy in high school.
If you're able to build a presence though on social media and it's really strong, like the people that mess with you will ride for you so hard. Like everyone was going for McClung, and it was just because we had seen him since we were young.
100%.
So like building that presence is super important.
Yeah, bro. I was at the dunk contest. And I saw Mac before the dunk contest. And he's like, man, I'm about to go win this shit. I'm like, go crazy, bro. I'm like, people don't understand, like, especially the older people. Like, I was sitting next to Tracy McGrady and his son. And me and his son were talking. And I was like, who do you guys think's going to win? And I don't think they said Mac McClung. They said somebody else. And I was like, I think Mac's going to win because he's got some crazy shit in the bag that people don't even know about. And Tracy McGrady was like, I think him and his son were like, oh, I don't know, or whatever. Mac goes and wins. I'm just like, damn. But yeah, he has a huge presence on social media. I want to talk to you, Connor, though, about where you're from, bro, and like how this whole basketball journey started, bro. Like, where are you from?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. Okay, I've been in a lot of tournaments out there.
That's basically what we're known for. Hoops,
yeah. So how was it like growing up there?
I mean, I kind of liked it. I mean, I'm in the city. I enjoy the city a little bit.
Like downtown?
Like suburbs right outside the city.
Okay.
Yeah, that just makes it easier just to say city. But I mean, life was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was pretty chill. I mean, growing up, I would have went to a bigger high school. Where I was going to go, and then I ended up transferring to a smaller high school that was outside of Fort Wayne, about 30 minutes, but I still lived in Fort Wayne.
Do you think that was a smart decision for your future to go to that different high school?
Yeah, for me, I mean, it allowed me to, you know, kind of get a new start just in, you know, school setting in general, just with people and stuff, but it also allowed me to get my name going a little bit.
Okay.
You know, I honestly, like, I kind of, like, at one point I took, like, the state over with, you know, how I ended up. And, you know, our team went to the state championship my senior year. And, I mean, it kind of helped me put my name, you know, on the map to give me some opportunities.
Yeah, and I saw that you're top 10 scoring in high school, like, ever for Indiana, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
10.
insane.
Holy shit, you are?
Yeah.
How many points is that?
2,526.
Yep.
In one high school career?
Yep.
That's a crazy number, bro.
Top 10, especially in Indiana, like he said. That is a hoop type of place.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
that
I
is
mean,
crazy.
like, one of the, like, bigger names I passed was Larry Bird. Like, that was a huge name that I ended up passing and scoring.
You passed Larry Bird.
Now, I don't know if he had a 3-point line or not, but
Oh, yeah.
but I mean, I'm still gonna take
But that's
it.
still
I mean, that's
awesome.
a pretty
Yeah.
crazy name to pass
Yeah, that's
up.
great.
Yeah, bro. That's like legendary. What the hell?
I mean, Sean Kemp too. I mean, there was some pretty good names.
Yeah, that's insane. These are legendary people.
What are some of the names that are in front of you? Do you know off top or not really?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I'd have to look.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I would
for
know if
sure.
I saw him. I'd know who it was, but I'd have to go back and look at it.
He
for
would know.
sure.
He would know if he passed those people up too. You gotta keep.
I mean, it was crazy too because that was my number in high school was 10.
Really.
So it was kind of crazy.
So you're
how I ended
number
up.
10 in the top 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That's lit. So, I remember playing a couple AAU tournaments in Fort Wayne. What was it? What was the gym called? Gym Rats?
It was probably Speece is where you probably played.
Yeah. Where's the gym? Isn't there a Gym Rat gym somewhere?
That's kind of where they're based out of is Speece. It was like Speece Gym Rats is what the like team
That's
was
what
called.
it was.
Yeah.
You're right. I remember playing a couple tournaments there, but bro, you just hit it, bro. They are hoopers in Indiana. Like, I didn't realize that until I went there.
I mean, that's all you really got is hoops and cornfields.
Facts.
And then a city every once in a while. I
Yeah.
mean, that's really it.
Yeah, bro. I think who did I play against? He's in the league now. I don't know if this is correct or not, but is Romeo Langford from?
Yeah, he's from Indiana. Yeah,
He is
one of the guys that I didn't pass him. He got buckets in high school, but
Bro, he was a bucket in high school. But the thing that I noticed about Indiana, they have huge gyms, right?
oh, massive. I mean, some of the gyms we played in high school had 7,000 seats.
Bro, see, that's one thing that I didn't realize. It's like, you know, like in Texas, how big football is?
Yeah.
Like, they have huge arenas for football. It's almost like basketball in Indiana is like Texas for football.
That's a solid comparison.
7,000 people in high school is insane.
Yeah, because I remember seeing, I don't know if it was like a highlight tape or something of Romeo, because after I played him, I'm like, who the hell is this kid, bro? He must have dropped like 30 or 40 on us, like nothing, in a tournament out there in Indiana. So I looked him up, and he's playing in like, it looked like an arena.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah,
it's
there's
a
like
high
actual
school.
arenas like in high school all over the place in Indiana.
That's crazy, bro. There must have been thousands of people there, and it
Oh,
was like,
it's unbelievable. And
it
like
was
every gym damn near sells out every game.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy because if you think back to like where we went to high school, what our capacity was probably like 1,200 in our gym, like just
Shit,
our school.
Not even, bro.
Like they might have been able to fit our school at least. We had like 1,200 people or something, maybe for like an assembly.
For sure.
And it's
for
crazy
sure.
too because like our high school only had 450 kids, but our gym held like 3,000 to 4,000. I mean,
So
ours was a small gym.
Yeah, so there's like grown-ups and everything coming to these games.
Like you just got people just coming to watch.
Yeah, like just fans of the actual high school team, not just even because like a kid goes there.
Yeah, or even just fans that just want to come and watch hoops just for fun on a Friday night.
See, that's crazy because I'm not going to lie. The only older people that were at Tremper games is because your son is on the team.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like there ain't no other reason to go to a game
Literally.
unless you felt like watching our school.
Yeah, maybe a
lose or
couple
something.
like local basketball heads that just wanted to come see a
Yeah,
good
there's
game,
always
but,
those few.
But you know what I just thought of, bro? They must have ran up a bag off of. Did they charge people like $5 to get in or anything?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh
I mean, some
my
games would be like $8
bro.
like to get in.
Damn, so they
Think
were
about
running
that.
up a bag.
Think about how much money they pulled in from that.
Oh, unbelievable! I can only imagine. I mean, that's why the gyms keep getting better and better too.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Hella people.
Yeah. So what AAU team did you run with?
I played for a couple different ones. Kind of when I was younger, like really young, like 4th, 5th grade, I played for a gym rats team.
Okay.
Yeah, we were based out of Speece or whatever, and then I played for a team called Team Focus, which is pretty it was a pretty local team.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys from Fort Wayne area. And then my last summer I played for Indiana Elite, which was an Adidas gauntlet team.
Okay, so that probably playing with that team, was that the team that got you the most college interest?
I would 100%. That was definitely. I mean, that's the reason why I switched. Like for me, I would have stayed with that team focused team, to finish out my career for AAU. But it was just the opportunity came, and it was something I had to do that because for me, like, I mean, rankings. Like I don't really look at rankings for this reason. Like I was ranked almost 300. For my class, like I was late 200 something.
Like so, in the state or in the U.S.
In the country.
In the country.
Yeah. Okay. And so like I'd like use that, and I was like, well, like let me go here and let's make the most of this opportunity. And throughout the summer, I mean, I ended up getting, I think it was like 30 something Division I offers just because 30. Of that. Yeah.
30 D1s at the end. Was it junior year or was it?
It was like it ended junior year going into my senior year because then I committed before senior year.
Oh, you committed before?
Yeah.
To Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So what was your reasoning for going with Wisconsin then?
I mean, for me, honestly, I could say like anything. Like I felt like for me, it was like the perfect fit. I mean, I'm a people person. Like relationships are huge, and so like that was the number one thing when I first got there. Like I just felt that bond and that culture right away. And then for me, I wanted to go somewhere that could win. And I mean, we didn't have the greatest year this past year, but I mean, Wisconsin's history of winning is huge.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like I said, we watched a lot of the games. Every time Connor shot that bitch, I'm like, please go in. Please go in. But yeah, what did you tell me last time we were up there? Because we went up to Madison. Didn't you tell me that you try to make or you've made 1,000 3-pointers like a day or something?
I would go for 1,000 shots a day on a shooting gun. That's kind of what got me to Wisconsin. And
so that's what got the jumper like.
It was just hella reps. I can't even explain how much it was. Like it was insane.
Because that thing's automatic, bro. That's a sniper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
when you were like a kid in like the backyard or some shit, is that what you were just doing? Just shots constantly?
I probably started that, getting on the shooting gun probably around 7th grade. Maybe. That's when I kind of started. And then I really was 1,000 a day, in high school. Probably end of freshman year is when I kind of started.
Damn. I don't think people realize when you do that builds an insane muscle memory.
Yeah. Literally.
And that's insane. 1,000 jumpers, bro.
Yeah,
that when motion, he told me that, I was like, that's the reason why you're in this position.
That motion is just engraved in your brain now.
Yeah,
100%.
It'll never. I mean, I'll just always have that motion.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, that's just. Yeah.
Even right now, you give Ray Allen a ball, have him shoot 23s, still making 10 of them.
Oh, for sure, bro. He's got that.
It doesn't
shit
matter.
for life,
it doesn't matter
bro.
how long you don't play. That is something that you will just hold forever.
Yeah, he'll have that for the rest of his life.
Always a bucket.
100%. You kind of remind me, your style of play reminds me a little bit of a Tyler Hero type of a player. And look what Tyler's done, bro. Look what he's doing at the next level. I think you're right after him.
He's killing it. I mean, it's crazy because I watched so many hella high school videos of him. I would be on Paul's Life on YouTube all the time. I low-key model my game after what he does.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are the same, damn near the same body type, same, pretty much the same height, right? I would think.
He's probably an inch taller than me.
Yeah. Yeah, an inch taller, but I don't know. You could probably, the video of fucking Kobe and Jordan.
Yeah.
It's that's you and Tyler, bro. I've watched Tyler hoop. We're the same age. But I've seen him played with him, against him, just growing up, AAU, doing basketball camps and shit. That's you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because when I went on my unofficial visit to Wisconsin, they asked me who my favorite player was at the time. And I was like, Tyler Hero. And he, coach looked at me, he was like, he looked at me like that, and I was like, "Oh, coach, I swear it's not like that."
Oh yeah. So did you not know? Because Tyler.
I knew. I just tweaked for a second. I just totally didn't even think they would take it that way.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, Tyler was committed to Wisconsin. I think he But he decommitted and then went to Kentucky.
Yep.
Yeah, that's funny, bro. It's funny. You
I
said
was like,
that.
Coach, you don't gotta worry. I'm locked in. I'm here. So
Yeah.
there's no
Man.
worry about that.
That's crazy. Are you guys running hills in the off season? Because I remember we were up there and you showed me that hill, bro. And you're like, yeah, Coach has us get out. You weren't with us when we were up there, right?
No.
Man, that hill is a hill. Are you guys running that yet?
Bascom Hill. I don't even want to think about it now that the weather's getting warm, because it's coming soon. But we will. We'll run it again.
Yeah.
We'll wait till the freshmen get here.
That's
in the
like
summer
that's like throwing up.
Is it
just
like
waiting to happen?
Is it
man.
like a grass hill or like
Yeah.
sand dunes kind of thing?
Yeah, it's like a grass hill.
Okay.
It's a
it
grass
leads up to
hill.
like really like the main part of campus, and you can see everything like all the way down to the Capitol. So it's like huge. It's a
Oh,
big
shit.
hill. Yeah.
I mean, I bet it's kind of cool when you're up there if you're looking at everything.
Shit, you get up there, you got to walk right back down, though. So you don't have time. You're
yeah.
just gassed at the point.
You're running hills, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not like, so it's not, if I remember, it's not so steep, but it's just a long,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Just-
And, like,
it keeps going.
we do it in, like, intervals. So, like, it's, like, 7 seconds on, like, 5 seconds, and then, like, whatever. So, like to start back up again after you stop is the hardest part of it all. Just to
Mhm.
get your legs moving again, and then.
Yeah, but that builds that cardio, you know what I'm saying, when you're on the court, right?
Yeah, it does. For me, we have, like, these, like, chips, Connexons that go on, like, the back of our shorts that, like, kind of track what we do.
Oh,
And
really?
it, like, tracks, like, mileage, like, force, like, jump, like, height, like, max speed. And, like, I would
Really?
run, like, I think what it was like 4, 5 to 6, like, anywhere in between there miles a game. That's how much I would run.
Maybe one day you have to have a YouTube video with him where you take him and do all your training and shit and everything, and you go to the sand dunes and have him run that with you or something.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a local sand dunes here in Kenosha that, not a lot of people know about. I didn't really know about it until my older brother showed me, but down by the lake, it's actually beautiful. Right on Lake Michigan, there's a sand hill. And we used to just hit that shit, bro. And, obviously running in sand is not like running on a basketball court.
Yeah.
So you just get shredded. Like, your legs are just jello.
It's tough.
I can only imagine. I
Yeah.
feel like grass is already hard enough.
Yeah, sand is awful.
Yeah, 100%. I got a question for you. What do you feel like your game needs to work on? What is the main focus here this off season for this next season coming up?
It's really the same thing I've been saying since I got here. But it's gotten so much better is my defense overall, and just like my speed and strength.
Yeah.
The college level is just a totally different breed.
Mm-hmm.
It, like, you can think it, like, it's coming, but it doesn't hit you until you get there. Like,
Yeah.
dudes in the Big Ten are huge, so much
Yeah.
faster than I am. Like, I'm like bottom level, like size, like speed, like it's crazy how much faster and stronger these dudes are. And like with the COVID year and like injury years, I'm playing dudes that are 5-6 years older than me this past year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's crazy though because you fit right in with these guys. Like, it looks like they might be older than you, but the way you've been playing, like, you fit right in. So it's kind of cool to see that.
It was funny when I first got to campus in the summer, like our first workout. Like I committed not really knowing about playing time, not knowing what was going to happen, and got there and I had to guard some of these dudes first day of workouts. And I was like, oh shit, this is going to be a long season.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually, just like naturally over time, it just started clicking.
Yeah. Alex Antetokounmpo, we just had him on the podcast a couple episodes ago. He was saying pretty much when he played pro overseas, he was like, how old did he say? Maybe 17?
17.
And he was playing with a bunch of like grown men. And what did he say? His analogy was like super fire.
He said something like if you raise a kid around a bunch of lions, the kid is going to think he's a lion. So that's like a good thing with you. That kind of goes with you, right? Like, you came up being the youngest guy, and you get there, and you're like, oh, shit. It's going to be a long season. And then now look at you, bro.
I was forced to grow up, take the role.
Yeah, they're just
straight
like,
up.
at that point, they're just your peers. Like, there ain't shit to be worried about. You're one of them.
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, you just fit right in. So, but yeah, man, we should get into some interesting shit. We saw that you have some family members that were in the MLB.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That is wild. Explain that a little bit.
So one of them, Chuck Essegian, on my dad's side.
Okay.
He's like a great uncle. I think he's like 90 now, 90 something.
Oh wow. So
Yeah,
he was
so
in the
he's
league.
While ago.
Wow.
A while ago. I mean, he played for a handful of MLB teams.
Yeah.
But one interesting stat about him, he was either the first or the second person ever to win a Rose Bowl with Stanford. He won a Rose Bowl with them, and then he won a World Series with the Dodgers.
A
Really?
Rose Bowl?
Yeah.
Football?
Football. Yeah. So he played football in college too. He did both.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's lit.
He won a Rose Bowl, one of the first two to win a Rose Bowl in a World Series.
That's pretty sick.
Is he like one of the first people to do that?
Yeah, I think he was like either first or second. There's very few people that have ever done that, and he was one of the first ones to do it in the category.
Yeah, that's pretty
crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
And then the other one?
Robin Yount.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like my grandpa's cousin or something.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like a Milwaukee legend.
Yeah, Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, I mean his numbers and in the rafters when we went there for the Brew City Battle that you came to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean our locker room was the Brewers locker room.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they had like a shrine for him, like his own locker was still in there.
Did they know like
yeah, I was
that?
gonna say, did they know?
It was weird because they didn't like fully figure out until like I got there.
Okay.
So like our social media, like our Twitter guy was like, yo, like take a picture in front of like his locker real quick so we can get it on social media and like promote it a little bit, like get people buzzing about the game. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And like no one really had any idea, honestly, until the game. And it kind of, people started to talk about it.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. So you pull up and you're just like, yeah, I'm related to this guy.
Yeah,
Everyone
like,
on the Brewers is like, what?
Yeah, like in the rafters. That's insane.
That's goated, bro.
our coach had no idea. Coach Guard, he was like, I heard you're related to this guy. Like, as we're in the locker room, I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that's insane.
Yeah.
So this athletic shit just runs in your family.
I mean, baseball was honestly my number one. Like,
really?
yeah, like through my blood, like you can tell my dad was a big baseball. My dad actually used to be one of my coaches for baseball. Yeah, I played in like the Cooperstown tournament. It's like one of the biggest ones every year.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, played in there and
that's in New York, right?
Yeah.
That was like the big tournament playing travel ball growing up, baseball. I was like, we got to get to Cooperstown.
Gotta get there. And then honestly, I was way better at baseball.
Really?
Baseball was my thing. I just didn't love it as much as basketball.
Yeah.
It was just that separator.
I feel that because I always liked basketball way more than football. But when I was younger, I was really naturally good at football. But it was just like, I don't want to die in here, and I don't. It's just like,
I don't want to die in here.
I'm good, and basketball was just way more fun.
Man, no, I liked baseball. Baseball was, I did football, baseball, basketball. I was a pitcher in center field, but I never could throw the fastest. They called me a junk pitcher or a garbage pitcher.
I hated people like you.
Yeah, you would have hated me, bro, and you would have hated my knuckleball, because I had for some reason, like when I'm throwing this knuckleball, like it would confuse the batter. Like, usually you got 2 strikes, people might throw the curveball to get that third one. I'm throwing the knuckle, bro, because that was just my thing. I was a junk pitcher, I guess.
That thing would just be moving in every which direction. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, but the problem was for me, and I don't know what it was for you, but, like, I don't know if I was bored or, like, I'd be in the outfield playing center field, and, like, I barely would drop a baseball. I would catch everything, like, pretty much, unless it was, like, diving catch, like, some crazy shit. I might have dropped a couple of those, but... You know what I'm saying? I would be out in the outfield, like, sitting down, bro. Like, they thought this shit was funny. Like, my coaches were like, fuck it. He could sit down. I would be chasing butterflies and throwing rocks at shit. But boom, I would hear the bat hit the baseball, and I'd run and catch the ball and throw it in. And I don't know. I don't know if I was just bored or if I just...
I mean, I was a shortstop and pitcher, so I was pretty much
You're in the
I mean,
action.
I had to be locked in most of the game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was just practices for me. I just did not enjoy practices at all. I thought they were so boring. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of crazy? Now that you mentioned it, like I feel like you do look like more of a baseball player, and I wouldn't have thought about that before.
Yeah.
People say that all the time.
You do
Yeah.
look like a
Yeah.
baseball player.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about that.
Yeah, shit, you could have been in the league, bro.
Trying to get to a
Man.
different league.
Trying to get to the different.
That starts a new reputation for the family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 100%. That's cool, bro. Shit, what else do we need to talk about with this guy? There's so much.
We definitely have more to get into. I want to talk about the fact that I looked you up on Google, and I saw that your favorite player was Kobe Bryant. So how much has that impacted, like, your mindset, the way that you go through things on the court, in any part of your life? Because, like, obviously, Mamba mentality is way more than just on the court.
Yeah, facts. And
Yeah.
first of all, rest in peace, Kobe, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah, for real.
I
One of the
can't-
greatest.
Can't believe that shit.
I know. But, I mean, he left his legacy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's impacted so many people.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
many.
mean,
I cried.
yeah,
The day
I
he
was.
died.
I remember exactly where I was at, what I
Me
was
too.
doing.
So do I.
I mean, I was sitting down at dinner, like out with the family, and I looked up on TV, and I didn't believe it at first.
No,
I didn't either.
No
it was
one did.
unbelievable.
Like a helicopter crash.
It was like just the
What?
most like unlikely scenario that could ever happen. So I was
And it
just
just
like,
came out of nowhere.
yeah.
But yeah, sorry. Let's get back. How did it like impact you? Like
Yeah.
like Kobe's legacy,
I mean,
the Mamba mentality.
the Mamba mentality was huge. Like, back when I really first started playing, I thought I was a better baseball kid. Like, I was
Mhm.
trash at basketball
Yeah.
when I first started. I mean, terrible. And
Mhm.
it just kind of like looking up to what he did and, the mentality that he always had kind of made me want to bring that to myself and, get better at basketball and, use that in every part of my life. I mean, just
Yeah.
like going at people every day in practice. I mean,
Mhm.
practices, for Wisconsin, like, I mean, they're tough. I mean, like you go at it like all the time and, bringing that, to college and high school, being, under recruited, under, ranked or whatever.
Mhm.
I feel like that helped me,
Mhm.
want to prove people wrong and,
Yeah.
put my name out there and, use that Mamba mentality to get me to where I'm at. And then
Sometimes-
obviously future.
Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to be the underdog because you just have so much to prove. That's what's good about it. When people are like, no one thinks you're like maybe you're not ranked top 20, top 15 or anything
Yeah,
like that.
and I personally believe rankings don't even matter.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't.
Well, like he said, you were ranked what? You said
207 something. I don't even know.
exactly, and you came in and averaged like 11.5 as a freshman, and you were starting like off the bench.
Yeah, started off the bench. And
Yeah,
then started.
That's what I'm
halfway through
saying.
the year.
That's extremely impressive, especially being ranked 200 something.
Yeah. Damn, you did your research, man.
I told you I looked it
He
up.
knows the stat line and everything.
Everything.
That's lit, bro. Good for you, Trent. Good for you, bro. We gotta. I was just talking to Connor. I was saying we should do a YouTube video where we bring Connor to like a men's league game. I was asking him because I was curious if during the off season, if the coaches or whoever is managing you and your time or whatever, if you're like not allowed to be doing stuff that could possibly cause injury or whatever during the off season. But he said he's down to hop in a men's league game.
I'm
bro.
with it. I'm
Really?
in. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. See, that's what I was.
Banger.
That's what I was hoping to do. I was gonna say you guys could also do a 1v1. Like I feel like that would
Yeah.
even be cool.
That'd be fun
We
too.
could.
You
I'm
ever
with
do a
that
1v1.
100%.
You haven't done a
We should-
1v1 in a long time.
We should do it at the arena. How does that work? Is it like available to you guys?
Yeah. No, we could get it as long as I'm with y'all. Like,
Yeah.
we could definitely
That'd be sick.
definitely go down on the main floor and.
Hit a couple trick shots in the arena too.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
Viral.
That
Cole Center's pretty big too, so I mean, you
It
can get some
is.
good content in there.
It is.
We need fucking Nico in there commentating it.
Yeah. We got a buddy out in Venice Beach. He's like the best. Like he hops on the mic and he's like the best MC
Mm-hmm.
in
Oh.
basketball history.
Yeah.
Like him and
Street ball legend.
Yeah, facts. But he'd be like my first time playing at the Venice Beach basketball court because it's his league that he
Mhm.
runs, the VBL. He's like I'm like still in high school, and he's like, this kid just turned down a Kentucky full ride and a Duke full ride, and he's on the beach. He's fresh off the plane. And I'm just like, bro, everyone thinks it's legit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, bro, he totally just bullshitted all of this.
That's crazy.
Just to get the crowd like hyped up. Like he knows
up.
how to hype the crowd up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we also did a YouTube video at Madison.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking a little bit off camera that you guys are getting some upgrades.
Yeah, we got a whole new locker room coming in.
Bro.
I know.
I can't, when you told me that, we were talking about it off camera, but when you told me that, I was like, bro, the locker room's already sick as hell.
I thought the same thing because I didn't go, but I saw the video and like the entire facility all looks insane. So I don't understand what else they could be doing.
Yeah. So you don't even know what they're doing, or
I mean, no, I just know it's gonna be huge. I mean, they're kind of keeping it a surprise for us.
Yeah.
Like I asked to like see the layout, and he was like, no.
Yeah,
So I
like,
mean,
can't tell you.
like I mean, why don't you just want to see it when it walk in? I know everyone's seen like when like a new football team gets in, all the guys run in with like their phones like at the same time. Like it'll probably be something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
like
you got to make a video.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like a content thing, which is smart for them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very smart marketing, and it's like, because like even videos like that do numbers. Like a D1 basketball team seeing their new locker room.
And like we have like Wisconsin has a pretty strong fan base, social media following.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean we're pretty solid. I mean we're one of the best up there. So
for sure, bro. I was commenting on some of them shits and they're like the posts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Wisconsin fans like tagging me like, when are you committing to Wisconsin? Like even the video we did.
They were asking you when you were coming.
Bro, they were like, what the hell? Like people were freaking out, but man, that was all just
it'd be kind of interesting if we could get you
marketing.
It'd be interesting if we could get you at like the big unveiling for the all the players, and you could get like a behind the scenes of that too.
Oh, that could be. I just that would probably be more for the players, but it would be sick. I don't know if they would let me.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It would be kind of sick.
That'd probably be a push.
It would be sick.
It would be sick, but we definitely have to do when you guys get full approval to have me come back or whatever. We got to do an updated tour for everybody to see. Because I know that was the YouTube video performed really well, and a lot of people actually loved that video because I never really did that before. It was like my first D1 like college visit tour pretty much of what it's like to be a D1 recruit at the D1 level. So that was super fire.
Yeah, I mean, keep going.
No, I was just gonna say I had a great time making it too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was fun to like.
It was just fun.
Yeah, we just had a fun time out there, just vibing.
It was a fun day, fun weekend. You know what I'm saying? And we hit the football arena.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah, we went out in the field too.
Went out in the field, caught a couple touchdowns with no one guarding me.
Yeah,
but
touchdown's a touchdown.
I mean, Wisconsin, the Badger football program is also insane. I've seen their even the practice facility. Don't they have a practice field?
Yeah, inside.
That's even insane. Like that could be like damn near some NFL shit.
Yeah, actually mentioning that made me think, how much does like a student section change a game for you guys? Like does that
that's a good question.
Like is that like the most motivating thing you could possibly hear is when the student section just starts firing up?
Yeah, I wish we were able to do more. I love it. I love big crowds, and I love energy in the building.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the one thing with like college basketball is like that. Those sections are like no other.
Yeah, I mean, some of the places we went were unreal. Like student sections.
Yeah, like away games.
Yeah, Maryland's was honestly probably the best.
Really?
Yeah, they had, I mean, it was huge, and they had like 3 different sections for them. So like it was, you heard everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's always crazy because I feel like sometimes you'll hear like someone's student section start get really loud, and it's like it changes the whole momentum of the game because like they start getting, the team starts getting so hyped up and they're celebrating after everything, and it just like everything keeps building.
It's an energy thing, bro. Like that good energy. You know, basketball, it's a game of runs, momentum. Like when you have that good energy, that gives you a little bit of momentum.
Yep.
Bro. That's just how it works.
I mean, basketball is a game of runs. Like, it's back and forth all the time unless there's someone goes on a 12-2 run, and then you're like, oh, shit, and bam, back and forth.
Yeah, 100%. So I want to go back to the AAU days a little bit for you. Do you remember any, like, specific players that you've played against that were, like, crazy good, and you were like, holy shit, this guy's good?
I know one that stands out the most to me was it was our last Adidas tournament. We were out in Omaha for the finals.
Okay.
And we were playing We All Can Go, which had Mikey Williams on it, Chris Livingston. Mikey he wasn't there for that game, but Chris was there. And that man is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going head to head for a while.
Okay.
And that was another game that kind of got me a little attention just because, you looked in like the college like coach section and it was like,
Everybody.
I swear every college coach in the country was there.
Yeah.
But I ended up making a little TikTok about it, like just of our head to head, and it kind of blew up a little bit. And that was good too, playing against like, guys like that. And, now playing against guys like that every day.
Yeah.
That definitely helped. And then we played Keontae George too, actually the next game. So he was tough too. Both of those guys were.
Yeah, he's a bucket too. But that's the cool thing about AAU is, for me, I never had a Wisconsin offer. I never had a Duke, Kentucky. I never had no big D1s. I had a couple small ones. I had like Southern Utah. I had a HBCU offer me. It was Elkhorn State. That was dope as hell. That was my first D1 offer. And then there was a couple others that were going to come look at me or whatever. But the cool thing about AAU is you could be, I'm not saying you were a nobody, but you could be a nobody, like on an AAU program. And you go up against somebody that has 40 D1 offers and the college coaches are watching him. And you come out and you're unranked. No one knows who you are. You put on a show against that player. All of those college coaches that offered that kid are going to be like, who the hell is this kid that just cooked him? Like, why aren't we offered this dude, but he just got cooked by this dude?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what helped me a lot was like I said, the platform of switching over to Indiana Elite, playing against dudes that brought in these coaches, and it just kind of was like the snowball effect. Literally,
bro. Yeah, so one thing that I've noticed about your social media stuff, because obviously we've already talked about it, the TikToks and, whatever, you don't have a YouTube channel, correct? Or
yeah,
or
no, I don't have one yet.
You don't? And why haven't you started one?
Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I really couldn't give you a reason.
Yeah? Okay, well, I think it's time to start one.
I think we should.
It's definitely time to start one. And, like,
I think it is.
The thing is, we actually talked about this with, like, Julian Newman, too, a little bit, was you just need to, like, do what's fun. Like, even if it's just, like, not basketball at all, you can do whatever you think is fun. Like, even if it's just, like, actually, you know what would be a good idea is, you remember when Friga was kind of telling us about, like, what he was doing was just filming his life in college as a D3 hooper.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting if you were doing something like that as a D1 hooper, because, I never really get to see what's happening inside the life. I see you on the court. I see like the social media stuff, but you never see, like, I don't see them in the dorms or do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy you said that, because my two of the other freshmen that I live with, we had talked about it. We're like, what if we made a YouTube channel at one point and was like just showing the life of what it's like to be, an athlete, and we just never got to it, and then it just kind of went out the back of my mind, and then we kind of brought it up today, just talking outside while making a couple of videos.
I think that'd be a good idea, because I know, like, I don't know if you know who Devontae Friga is or anything, but he said he got like his first couple 100,000 subscribers literally just day in the life of like a D3 hooper. That's it. And if you're D1 playing for Wisconsin, I think it could be really fucking cool.
Being up there on campus with Connor, like seeing that whole tour, there's so much shit you could be filming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, you might need permission to film whatever. I don't know how that shit works with getting permission to film inside the locker room or in whatever the hell it is. But I think that would be a good move for you. Like, obviously keep focusing on developing your game and trying to make it to the next level. But why not document, you know, that whole process? Imagine like 10 years from now, you're in the league doing great and you get to look back on all the shit you did. And you're like, damn, I get to show my kids this shit. I get to show them that I got up every day and worked my ass off to make it to where I'm at. Like, that's the shit that I think about.
That, and let's say 15 years from now, you had like a crazy like NBA career going or some shit. Netflix wants to fucking buy these clips from you for the documentary, and they need to pay you $10 million if they want these clips of you grinding in college.
Nah, they $10 million for the footage and another $10 million for the storyline.
Oh, I'm talking $10 million just for the footage.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So like, if you have stuff like that, I think it would be super beneficial.
But yeah, so how would you do that? How would you execute that, right? Like, obviously, when we're done filming this podcast, I'll help you create your YouTube channel. It'll take 15 minutes at the most. We'll create it. It'll be super easy. But how do you? Then it's up to you to figure out. Okay, is my roommate gonna help maybe film some of these videos? I don't know if you guys when you talked about it, if that's what you talked about, but like. And you know how to edit too, right?
Yeah, I already do like editing. I use Final Cut Pro. So like that's kind of what I already do that stuff. Yeah.
Boom. Yeah. You already got it. That's exactly what we use for every YouTube video, every vertical video that we're filming, whatever it is, we use Final Cut Pro. So if you already know that shit, bro, and you have extra free time, I know your schedule is probably like really crazy, classes, workouts, whatever, you know, but like if you have a little bit of time to maybe just film these things and know that for the long run that this could help out your career more, then let's get it, bro. I'm down to help you, for real.
We can definitely do that. Get on that.
All right, well, shit. We're going to create Connor's YouTube channel tonight after dinner, but, man, thanks for pulling up, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Bro, it was a good time. I was glad I was able to make that little short drive out here from Madison.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so we'll be doing a lot of videos soon, but before we leave, make sure you guys check out all of Connor's social media. Links will be in the description. This is the Everyone's Different podcast. I'm Tristan Jass.
I'm Young Trench. Check us out on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere you would find us, and peace out.
Peace. Thanks, Connor.
Hey!